Alright guys, I'm going to try this. I don't know if it's going to be silly of me to try, but we're going to just try it and see. My boys are both awake, and right when I sat down to do this, I pressed the camera button and Killian woke up. So that's sometimes how it is. And I keep having to reposition this because for some reason, some more than others are out of frame. It's so difficult for me to tell. So sometimes I just have to adjust it as I go. So I'm sorry about that if that bothers you. But I'm going to be planning in my Happy Planner, and let's see what we've got going on here. This was Tristan's party. I am going to be planning the week of November the 13th through the 19th. If I can get them out here. The Smurfs are going to come out in just a minute. I promise. Just keep watching. He is watching the older Smurf show, like not the newer one, but the old one, and he was like, no Smurfs are coming out, Mom. I was like, they will. Sometimes the older cartoons just took a minute to get going. Okay, so this week, if you guys have been watching my planner videos for this month, then you know that I am doing a gratitude series. So this is things that I am grateful for, and that's what I'm doing in my recollection spiral planner and in my happy planner as well for the month of November. I am doing things that I'm grateful for. Like I say every time I've been doing this in November so far, they don't go in order. So it's not like this is what I'm most thankful for all the way to the least thankful for. That is not the case, okay? Because my anniversary is at the end of this month, and that's when I'm doing my husband. So no, there's no order to it. It is just things that I'm thankful for, okay? So with that being said, this week I am going to do that I am thankful for my friend. She is a great friend to me, and she is helping me through a rough time that I'm going through right now. There was just a lot of things going on, and it's all coming to me at one time, and so life hands it to you that way sometimes, you know what I mean? But it takes really good friends sometimes to put it in perspective for you, and that is just what she has done for me, and I really truly appreciate her more than she will ever know. She is just something else. And that is my friend Tanya. So I'm sure that you guys know her. She has a wonderful YouTube channel. Her name is Home with Tanya. If you, for some odd reason, don't know who she is, you should definitely go check her out. But she's very special. So Tanya, if you're watching this, you're very special. I'm sure that you already know that, but you don't understand how special you are to me. And so I want to dedicate this spread to her. And so she loves Alice. Really, we both do, and we really both just love Disney. And we love Alice, and both of us love it. And so I have 3 different printables. This one's from Victoria Thatcher, and I love this Alice. I love how it's like kind of a little bit dark and a little bit, vintage looking. Excuse me, my coffee is necessary. But I love it. And so this is from Victoria Thatcher, and her printables are free. You can see it here. I'll try to raise it up into the camera so you can see how she spells it. But this is her name, just regular Victoria Thatcher. And she has a lot of printables for a few different planners. So you should definitely go check her out if you're into printables. This is from Counting Sheepy at Blogspot. It's countingsheepy.blogspot.com, and she has a lot of cute ones too. Hers are really small, and the way that it downloaded to my computer, it wouldn't let me manipulate the size, so I couldn't manipulate it at all. So these are probably going to be just a little bit big. These are going to be small, and then I also printed these, which I think are going to be just the right size. So it's a little bit all over the place, and I did 3 different printables. This one is from cutedaisy.com. I've never used her before. But as you can see, I kind of needed a little bit extra to add to this one, and this one's my favorite. And then we're just going to kind of see how it goes, okay? So I am going to do that. And then I don't have any Alice washi. I've actually been meaning to order some, and I found some that I really like on AliExpress, but I never even ordered it, and I'm kicking myself now, of course. But I just picked these because these are Alice-like, and they remind me of Alice, and so that is what I'm going to do. I actually had one that looked a little bit more pokerish, and I cannot find it for the life of me. It's probably, I'm sure, in some mixture of project that I'm working on right now. But anyway, I've already cut these up, and so I'm just going to go ahead and get started with them in the very limited amount of space that I have to work with right now. I'm making about 5 junk journals right this second at a time, at one time. And it is, whew, I'm loving it because they're all different, and they're not even the same theme, some of them. And so I'm really, really liking it. I'm liking shaking things up a little bit. It's really keeping my creativity on its toes, so I'm liking that, but it is making a mess is what it's doing, and it is driving me bonkers. So I don't want to cut the Cheshire Cat off because it's the Cheshire Cat, and he's like one of my favorites. So I actually want a tattoo of Alice, and I am really excited about it. I want one so bad, but I have to get a tattoo of my boy first because I have Tristan's name on my rib cage, and I need Killian's name on my other ribs. Can't have one and not the other. So I need to do that first. But I really, really want an Alice tattoo. I'm super excited about it. And it's kind of going to be in this style that this printable is in. I want it to be in that kind of strange kind of style. And so I love this printable for that very reason. I think I'm going to put Alice smack dab in the middle. And here's Killian. Hello, Killian. Hello. Uh-oh. Whoop. And he's falling all over the place. Of course. So, I hate that I have to cut these, but you can shrink them down. But for some reason, the way I downloaded this to my computer, it wouldn't shrink for me, and it opened it in a weird program that just wouldn't shrink, and I don't know why, but it wasn't doing it for me. So I just said, well, whatever. I'll just manipulate it as I need to, when I need to, and I probably cut this one a little bit small, but that's okay. I'm really not I'm a no fuss, no muss kind of person anyway, so it's okay. That was going to be one that I write on. And I love Alice. So, in case you guys didn't know, some of you I know are new to my channel, and maybe you already know of her, but you just didn't know of me. But I met Tanya because I was kind of, I watched her channel for a while. Even before I made my own YouTube, I watched her. And then when I started making my own YouTube, she just gave me a lot of inspiration and you know, help with all of her videos, her crafting videos and her planner videos and things like that. I just really liked her. She seemed so sweet and down to earth and just really genuine, and I like that. That's what gravitates me towards the channel, is if I feel like they're genuine. If I don't feel like you're genuine, it's really hard for me to watch someone because I just don't, you know, I don't really believe what you're saying, and I don't really have any use to watch it. You know what I mean? And so she just really seemed like a sweet, genuine person. And I was kind of fangirling a little bit because I just really enjoyed her videos. And, you know, it was just a hard month for her. She was talking about on her channel one day. And I just felt this overwhelming desire to just do something for her. You know, I just wanted to do something for her. That's what I felt like I needed to do. It's not going to let me pull it up. And so I was like, you know, first of all, I feel like she's going to think I'm a crazy person because she doesn't even know me. And I've been watching her for quite some time, and I pay attention. And so I had heard like a lot of things that she likes and a lot of things that are her favorites and all of that. And so it was when I had just started getting into like junk journals and like albums and stuff like that. Like I had never made anything like that in my life, and I had just started it. So I wasn't that great at it yet. I think I'm gonna do this. I wasn't that great at it yet, but I had just started dabbling in it, and I just really wanted to make her something. So I made her a little album, and I did it in a 3-ring binder, and I made her an album of her favorites. And that's just what I wanted to do. I wanted to make her something that she could look at and it would make her happy. And the whole time I was making this, I was saying to my husband, like, is she going to think I'm a crazy person? Like, I really feel like she's going to think I'm nuts because I don't know her and she doesn't know me, and I'm going to make her this, and then she's going to be like, what in the world is wrong with this girl? Like, she doesn't even know me, and she knows everything I like, and it's so weird. And I was like, is she going to think I'm a weirdo? And my husband's like, no, I don't think so. Look at how crooked that is. Oh, how annoying. And I don't think it's going to let me pull it up either. And she was like, he was like, I don't think so. And then he was like, you know, maybe she will, but if she does, you know, you did it from the heart and you did it with, you know, good intentions. And so hopefully she won't, and it's okay. You know, you tried and you did it, you know, with a good heart. And, you know, so we're just going to say that she's not going to think it's crazy and she's going to love it. And, you know, I think it's sweet. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to do it. Because on the off chance it does make her smile in a rough time, I'm just going to go for it. And so I did. And she did love it. She didn't think I was a crazy nut. I mean, maybe she did. I don't know. I kind of am a crazy nut. Maybe she just knew I was a crazy nut and didn't care. I don't know. But she didn't think I was crazy. And she loved it. And so I really think she understood where it was coming from. You know, you need to stop stealing the Halloween candy, mister. That's enough for you. And,
It's Halloween.
I know, but Halloween's over and you don't need cavities regardless of when it is. But it's Halloween.
What?
Nothing, just that's your last one, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Alright, that's fine. I'm glad you told the truth. That's sweet. At least he tells the truth, y'all. He does always tell the truth. Even if it's not something he's supposed to be doing, he tells me the truth about it, so that's good. Hopefully that lasts, right? So I think she understood where I was coming from with it, and so yeah. So then we started chatting a little bit, and then she introduced me to a group of great ladies, and then I started chatting with all of them as well, and then, you know, I met other friends through her, but basically that's how we started talking to each other, and now I talk to her all the time. And then, you know, she came out and visited me, and I wish that I could go out to see her like right away. It's hard because I have chillins and all of that, and I wish that we didn't live so far away from each other so we could both like come and see each other all the time. That would be wonderful. But anyway, she is my friend, and I just love her to death. And you know, it's funny that we met each other like this on YouTube, of all things. And you can really meet some great people on YouTube. There's great people out there, and there's also crazy people everywhere, YouTube or not. And so sometimes it's hard to distinguish between the two. So I'm sure that the first time when she came here, she was probably like, oh Lord, what am I getting myself into? I'm going all the way to Alabama, and I don't even know these people at all. It was great, and we just hit it off, and that is how we started talking to each other. But I just love her, and she's a sweet lady, and she's talking to me on the phone today, and I'm actually doing this quite a bit ahead of time, so I'm doing this a good bit ahead of time, actually, which I'm proud of. I try to do them ahead of time if I can, but yeah, she she was just helping me, and she helps me through. You know, that's friends do that for each other. Sometimes you have to help each other through when things are not easy. And it's just been really hard these past couple of weeks. My boys and myself both had hand, foot, and mouth. And then just some personal things that aren't really my business to share, but things that we've just been going through. And, you know, I'm glad to have friends that I can share those things with and help me through it. And it really helps. So I don't think they realize how much it helps, but it really helps. And she was helping me. She was like, I was texting her. We were texting back and forth, and she was asking me some things, and I was telling her, and she was like, I'm going to call you. And it was just funny because texting is just not doing it good enough. I'm about to call you. We're going to talk this out. We're going to talk about this. And it just, you know, it cracks me up. She's just there, and that is a friend. And I just appreciate her being a true friend. And yeah. So yeah. That's my story. So we are getting over hand, foot, and mouth now, which this is actually not the week before this one, but it is the end of the week before that. So today is Saturday, but it's not the Saturday that just passed here. It's actually, today is let's see what today is. The 4th. Today's the 4th. So I'm doing this super early, y'all, and I'm glad because I like to get things done early just in case craziness happens. Look at that. Ugh. Got to stop doing this crooked. Just in case craziness happens, which like it has, you know, here recently. Because that way I already have videos for you guys and I don't ever get behind. Because getting behind is not fun at all. It's very difficult to catch back up. It's just not fun. So I try not to do that. And I would rather be ahead than behind. So that's just kind of the way I look at it, at least. So, anyways, I'm very thankful. And it's hard for me to make friends and have friends, and so I'm glad for that. So I thought it would only be appropriate to put that in here this month. If I'm saying what I'm thankful for, then I definitely have to put my friends in here. Okay, let's see what I've got going on. I need to slow down and think for a second. Okay. I like this guy over here. And then you know what though? I really don't want to write on Alice. Isn't that silly? But I really like her little feet and her dress. I think it's cute. So I don't really want to write on her. I think I'm just going to put this little T guy down here. So, yeah. I really need to get that tattoo soon because I like it. I like the idea of it. I feel like there's stuff all in my throat and I don't even know why. It's driving me bonkers. Tristan always likes when I say that. It's driving me bonkers. I think that's funny. And I like this because on this printable it has that blue and white teacup. And these printables are different from that and they match, so that's good. My coffee is getting a little bit cold, but that's okay. Y'all are worth it. This is not my first cup of coffee by any means today, so I think it'll be okay if I don't get to drink the whole thing. I probably don't need to, honestly. So in my neighborhood, I love where I live, but there are some not so savory characters. Well, they're just, I wouldn't say that. They're just a little bit childish because they know that a lot of families live here and there are older people that live in this neighborhood as well, and they just ride around with their radios so stinking loud at all hours, so late at night and early in the morning and just all hours, and that is so frustrating. Look how flipping cute that is. That is so cute. I love it. Okay. And I think I'm just going to put washi on each side and put this guy in the middle is what I'm going to do, I think. Because I don't want that little quote to say, to stay and show up. My hubby will hopefully be here getting off soon. He just said Mama, and I had forgotten that he was awake and up because he's been being so stinking sweet in there. And I forgot that he was awake and up. When he said Mama, it scared me because I was thinking to myself, how did he get out of his crib? And really, I'm crazy. But I got him out. Silly. This is going to be too big, but I think I might just leave it that way because I want the whole tag to show. And I might just put like that. It's cute. Drink me. Didn't cut the paper quite all the way. I'm really bad at, I'm trying to find the balance between pushing down too hard and cutting through, or not cutting hard enough, and so I'm obviously haven't gotten that yet. I think it's funny because you can tell when cartoons are older because of the way they sound. It cracks me up. And then I have to put the Eat Me one on there. And this one says Open Me, but I'm still going to put it on here just because I like the images that come with them. So there's like, Killian, what you doing? Hey Tristan, can you see what he's doing? Oh, there you are. What you doing? Oh, cool. Said I got this. Whose is that? Is it Bubba's?
No.
It's not?
No.
Oh, okay. Whose is it then? It is this Bubba's.
No.
Whose is it?
No.
Is it yours?
No.
Oh. It is his Bubba's actually. I think I'm going to put my menu here. Okay. It's not quite straight, but it's not that bad. It's really hard to get them perfect, in my opinion. Maybe y'all don't have problems with that, but sometimes I feel like I do. What you doing, stinker? So we, I've said this like, I don't know, like 1,000 times, but that's because it was so horrible. I feel like I have to talk about it constantly. But we all had hand, foot, and mouth that we got from a little guy at church, and I felt so bad for everyone who had it because kids were getting everywhere and adults were getting it everywhere. It was just not fun, running rampant all over the church. So I felt super bad for everybody who got it. And then so Jaren didn't get to come, and it really sucked super bad because I think I mentioned this in another video, but it really sucked because his mom had kept him for 2 weeks in a row because she had plans, and we had kept him 2 weeks in a row before that. So she kept him 2 weekends in a row, and so we hadn't got to see him. And then we had hand, foot, and mouth, so that was again. Then so Killian had it first, and we didn't get him, and then me and Tristan got it, And so I didn't know, like, if his mom wanted, because it hadn't been, you know, the time had not been up since we were not contagious. And so she said she wanted him to come anyway. So I was like, okay, whatever. And so when he got here, he said his stomach hurt. And I was like, oh, Lord. Like, I felt like something was not right. And I told Joshua that I felt like something was not right. He was trying to brush it off because, I mean, we haven't seen the little guy, you know. And then he just started getting sick everywhere. And so I was like, oh, Lord. And it was not good. And so all I could think of was poor Tristan with all those blisters in his throat from having that yucky stuff. You know, he still has blisters all in his throat. And if he got sick, what that would feel like that would be so awful for him. And so Joshua took Jaren back home to his mom, and of course, like, Tristan started crying because he didn't want his brother to leave, and hopefully they don't get it, you guys. I really hope they don't, because apparently there is a stomach bug going around, and I really hope that they don't get it, because that will just be, oh, holy goodness, like, that will just be so bad. After everything else, that would take the cake, you know what I mean? And so I really hope and pray they don't get it. I mean, I think that we caught it fairly quickly, and so I'm hoping that it'll be okay. But
Mama.
what, baby? Hello.
Mama.
What?
I
I don't know if you guys can hear his little voice, but he is hilarious. I hope that we caught it in time to where the germs are not everywhere and they didn't get it, but apparently he was sick all night long, and so that is terrible. I texted and checked on him today to see how he was feeling, and she said he had been up sick all night, so that is just not good at all. I think this is cute, mixing all these kits. Like, these worked pretty well. Somewhere else, and I can't remember where it is, it could have been Victoria Thatcher as well. I can't really remember, but it was kind of more of a whimsical one that I had printed off, and I don't know for sure if it was her, Victoria Thatcher's, or not, but I'll have to look. But it was another one, and it was like more of like a cartoon one. And I thought about using it, but it just didn't go with, like, this version. And so I really wanted to use that, so I didn't do it. But yeah. And I think I'll just keep these. I might use them for something else, because I really try to use every bit of it. So if I print something off, you know, to take full advantage of my ink, which I'm so surprised that this printed off, because out of ink. I actually took my ink cartridges out of the computer, or out of the printer, and shook them really good before I printed this, so it printed out okay, but I was worried it wasn't going to. I was like, oh no, I really want to use this for her, and just want this to print. But it did. So hopefully have a few more uses out of it. This printer ink is not cheap, y'all. It's like, good grief. Really? I mean, it's worth it. It is, don't get me wrong, but anyways. So it has been an eventful couple of weeks at my house. And I'm hoping that the events are over, because I'm tired of them. Especially the sick parts. It's just been craziness. Okay, now the question is, do I... I'm going to put these side by side because they're similar to each other, and I don't want it to be naked like that. So, oops. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one too. It says, those who don't believe the magic will never find it. And I was going to put my nail plan right there, but oh well. I guess I might not. Okay. Kind of do want to use this next week's sticker on here though. I don't know what Killian's doing. I can hear him playing over there, but I can't see what he's playing with. So it's kind of worrisome. Because I'm sure he's making a mess. Or his brother's giving him some of that Halloween candy, which is a possibility as well. Alright, here's my weekend. I'm going to put the sparkle one because every girl needs some sparkle. What?
So
He's handing me the remote. Okay, so I have this guy, and this is his day off, and it's his payday. So I'm going to let that overlap because I am going to add some washi. And I just saw that sticker, so it reminded me of that. So I'm going to put that down. And then I do want to use this washi. Where is it? Here it is. Like, I know I had my washi cutter somewhere. I'm covering up most of my weekend sticker, but you can still read it, so that's okay. I don't want it to be above way too much. What, baby? It's almost whistling. You're almost there. You almost got it. He's been trying to whistle, and he keeps coming to me like, is this whistling, Mama? And I'm like, not quite. This reminds me of Alice for some reason. I just like it, and I think I'm gonna leave the November, even though it's not really the color scheme got going on here. I think I'm still gonna leave it because I just am. So we've got that going on, and now I've lost my he's rubbing something in his hair. I don't know what it is. Alright, so I know this is his off day. I think I'm gonna get some stickers really fast. Okay, grab some stickers. So we need to call the doctor and schedule a doctor's appointment for both of the boys. So I need to do that. I'm not gonna like that, but I'm pretty sure they both need shots. So I'm not gonna like that, but it is what it is. And then I also have music practice here. And then I also have, I can't remember if I have something going on with music at church this day or the week before. I cannot even remember, so I need to find that out. Then this is trash day here. And then this is my major cleaning day. And then bunch of bills due on this day, unfortunately. And then I really need to start planning for Thanksgiving and making sure everybody's knows what's going on. So I need to do that. And then, let's see, laundry day. This will be our grocery shopping day. And this will be laundry day. I'm just going to put it on Tuesday. I've been trying to do it on Tuesday so I don't do everything on Monday. And I think that right now, let's see, Thursday and Friday. This is our weekend again, pretty sure. I'm just going to put to do anyways, even though this is not a to do. But I think this is our weekend again. I think, especially since everything's been going on, I'm not positive, but. And then I think that's it. So that's all I'm going to write for now. I know I have a lot of other stuff that I need to write down, but I'm not going to know it for sure until the end, towards the end of this next week, and then I'll know. And so that is all I'm going to do. I'm just going to punch this and stick it in there. So I think I'll pause it really quick because it's going to be hard to punch. Okay, guys. So I went ahead and put it in there, and then I went ahead and added some number stickers as well so that I could finish it off. But this is how it turned out. Tristan, please stop before you run into the wall, run through the wall. Yes, boy life. Yeah. So this is how it turned out. I really like it. I think it's super cute. And so I hope that it did its justice on representing my friend and being thankful for my friend, because I truly am thankful for her. So Tanya, if you are watching, I love you very much, girl, and I am so thankful for you and for your friendship. I appreciate it so much. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed doing it. I know I'm going to enjoy it this week, and I hope that you guys got some ideas from it as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys, and happy planning. Okay. I'm almost at the finish line, bud.
Two.
I don't even know what has gotten on my mat, but something has, because now it's wet. I don't even know what happened to it. I know I have like ink everywhere, but that's not what that is. It's wet. I don't know why. Alright, we'll see if he'll let me finish this really quickly. Maybe not, but we'll see. And then this is going to be a pain in the butt, I already know. With my hole punch, I know it's going to be a pain. So why am I doing it, you ask? I do not know. But I do like it, even though Alice has red roses and white roses. Because they're white, and then they paint them red. Painting the rose. So, that's okay. I'm still going to do it. And for some reason, it doesn't want me to use it. Because this paper backing is not coming off all the way, and the sticky's not coming. It's not working for me. It's not my friend. There you go. But I love this washi. It's fabric washi. That's why I said it's not going to cut well. My hole punch doesn't like it. But that's okay. It'll be alright. It'll get over it. Doesn't like to cut through it, but that's okay. Okay. Oh yeah, and I forgot I have to cover that little part up. I would have forgotten it. Okay, there's that. And I think I'm just going to add a little bit more of this on each side of here so it can cover this little guy up. Hope my hubby gets off on time. Please get off on time. All right, yeah.
Sugar.
There we go. Yeah, I'm going to leave that alone, even though it's probably going to drive me nuts, to be honest with you. I never feel like it's finished if I don't do that. I'm not going to write a whole bunch down on here because it is so far in advance, and so